Hello, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to give you some advanced methods to help you give effective presentations in English, whether they are for work or for school, or any time when you want to sound like a native English speaker when giving presentations. If you find this information useful, please make sure and hit the like button down below and subscribe to my channel so you can receive all my videos as soon as they become available. Make sure you stay and watch till the end of the video where I have a special bonus section on presentations. Let's get into the video. In order to make the best possible presentations, all you have to do is think of 1, 2, 3. First of all, tell the audience what you're going to tell them. Next, tell the audience what you want to say. And third, tell the audience what you said. First, welcome your audience and introduce yourself. Thank you for coming today. Thank you for inviting me here. Or, I'd like to thank ABC Company for inviting me here today. Next, introduce yourself. My name is Greg Howard, and I'm a professional business English teacher in Valencia, Spain. I've been teaching English since 2015 in local companies and for the Chamber of Commerce. And prior to that, I was involved in all aspects of international business. Next, tell them what you're going to say. Introductory sentences could be the following. Today, I'm going to talk about effectively giving presentations in English. Or, this evening, I'm going to explain how, what, why, etc. When you want to start a new topic, some of the lead-in sentences that you could use is, first of all, I'd like to talk about. Now, I'd like to explain the following. Secondly, thirdly, fourthly, etc. Or, moving on to our next point, we see or we find that in order to create credibility for the items that you're talking about, you can explain things by giving examples, by saying, we can start by looking at. Using we and us helps bond the speaker with the audience. You could also say, for instance, when you're giving support or reasons to your facts, you simply can state, the main reason for this is, therefore, or so that means. If you wish to go into further detail, you simply need to say, looking into this further, or the advantages and disadvantages of this are the following. If you want to compare or contrast points, all you need to say is, on the other hand, or however, or nevertheless, or here we can see, or as you can see here. The next step of an effective presentation is telling them what you told them. Great introductory lines could be, in summary, what we have seen here is as follows. Or, in conclusion, or reviewing what has been covered today, or simply, this brings us to the end of my presentation. At the end of your presentation, you want to thank your audience for coming again. I'd like to finish by thanking you again for coming today. Or, Thank you for your interest. I hope you found this information valuable. Now for the bonus section that I promised you at the beginning of the video. Once you have finished your presentation and thanked your audience for coming, you should open the floor for questions. Here you can say, we have some time for questions, if anyone has any, or I'll try to answer any questions at this point. If you have questions from the audience, you may be able to refer back to a point that you made earlier in the presentation. Things you could say here could be, as you may recall, I talked about, or as I mentioned earlier, or when I was speaking about such and such, I made a reference to. All of these things will show your audience that you're an expert in what you've made a presentation on. Now, for a special bonus for those of you who have stayed through the entire video. If you're interested in receiving a presentation guideline of what I've talked about here, free of charge, just contact me via email and I'll personally email you one at no cost to you whatsoever. Also, if you're interested in receiving classes from me, please contact me through the link that you'll find down below. If you haven't done so already, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so you can receive all the best tips in learning how to speak like a native. Thanks again, and I look forward to seeing you soon.